with Kings 11, what a strange IPL they had. At the halfway mark in the IPL, they were top of the table, and you figured, they just got to do a little bit and they're going to be the first team to qualify. And that little bit just didn't happen in the second half of the IPL.
You had a lovely analogy for it, I think.
Yeah, it was bizarre. Like, when people say that wheels come off a team, they were going really fast in the beginning. You think sometimes you go too fast, the wheels come off. In this case, they stopped the car, took 4 jacks, told people to steal the tires and sell them in Chor Bazaar. It's like, that's how the wheels came off. It was stark and drastic.
and they didn't move, you're right.
It literally just gave up the tires. You just couldn't understand what happened to this team. And it was a good team that was playing so positively and so well in the first half of the tournament.
Do you remember what we said about a break? Yeah. Remember what we said? That
the break, they flew over the Bermuda Triangle of confidence. That's where their holiday was, because they came back from the break and they couldn't win a lottery if they bought all the tickets.
Yeah, we're not supposed to come back from the Bermuda Triangle, no?
No, the confidence ka Bermuda Triangle tha. You come back, but your confidence stays there.
Yes, confidence ka Bermuda Triangle is the ultimate.
Yeah, you fly over it, your confidence disappears, and then you have reached.
Nobody scored runs in the middle.
Yeah.
Nobody scored runs in the middle. KL Rahul, unbelievable season. Gale's 100, when Gale got that 100, we all said, oops, what does this mean now? But look at KL Rahul first. 54, strike rate 158.
He's over 200, easy.
He is one of India's top T20 batsmen. There is no doubt in my mind. Yeah. I've got tired of telling people why KL Rahul doesn't play for India regularly. Yeah. And I'm waiting not to have to tell them that.
Yeah.
If you cannot see class in KL Rahul, then it means you're living life blindfolded.
No, just to see that, graphic, the back position on that, just have a look at it. It's something to see.
But I actually believe the fact that the others didn't do well might have made him a better player, because he suddenly had the responsibility of carrying the side. Yeah. But when Gale made that 100, I still remember we were there in Mohali. He made that 100 and we were thinking, right, now what happens the rest of the season? Because Gale is not going to hit 2 or 3 more hundreds. Yeah. Gale is now at a stage where he hits 100 and then it's sort of okay. Last 6 innings he hasn't scored a run.
Yeah. And they didn't drop him.
And they didn't play Miller because they had to play Finch.
Yeah.
The other thing that they did was that after that, nobody bowled up to him. Yeah. Everything was here. So whatever he's got out, it's all here. They just didn't allow him to get onto the front foot at all.
We have, and if you see Kings 11 Punjab, we're talking about the bowlers. We're talking about how when they get their wickets. We've got Kings 11 Punjab, Rahul, who had the orange cap for the most time. Of course, is at number 2 now. And Kane Williamson will definitely finish with the orange cap. But you see KL Rahul there, you see Andrew Tye there. And you're just looking at, he's at number 3 because Rishabh Pant went ahead of him. But he was right up there. From the bowlers list, let's look at the batsman list now. 1 is not there, 3 is not there, 5 is gone, 6 is not there, 7 is not there, 8 is not there. Yeah, so this list is looking a lot less controversial than the bowlers list.
Look at that number 10. I mean, I knew Shane Watson had a good season. 438 runs to Shane Watson.
And he's not played quite a few matches.
Yeah, but look at when he opens. Yeah, he opens. Look at MS Dhoni. He's missed a few games though, but MS Dhoni coming in at 4. Right? Yeah. Yesterday coming in at what? Did he come in at 11 or something yesterday?
Even our Josh Butler. Josh Butler's played about 9 games.
Yeah.
That's 548 from 9 games.
Amazing.
But Lokesh Rahul, Kings 11, 659. I think he'll be the highest percentage of runs that one player has scored.
Oh, Josh Butler actually scored 50% for Rajasthan Royals. Yeah. So Josh Butler, that's in May. That's in May. In the second half, when he started opening, he got 50%. But you could be completely right about Rahul. I think Rahul also is late 40s. So mid 40s, late 40s.
So Gale hitting a century was a sort of mixed bag for them, because you knew he wasn't going to score too much more. Suddenly Lokesh Rahul stopped scoring runs. Suddenly Andrew Finch had to be picked come what may. Miller had to be dropped come what may. I'll never figure that one out. Finch and Maxwell have been the two just through mysteries of this tournament. It's almost as if it doesn't matter what you score, but you will play till IPL 2028.
That was part of the wedding gift.
I don't know what it was.
So you get picked onto every match. As best man and groom, you get picked in every match. That was in the wedding gift mein certificate pe tha.
That was the registry. You have to register for gifts.
Yeah. Other thing that happened was Mujib went out.
Yeah.
Mujib was giving them 4. Was it Dooley who said he's got 8 fingers?
Yeah.
You never know which one is coming out somewhere.
Yeah, and that ball hit him hard. That ball hit him hard on his hand.
And the problem with Mujib is that he bowls, but he doesn't field.
Fielding is not his.
Yeah.
He's a primary school fielder.
There's a few of those in the IPL.
But he's a top bowler. Yeah. He was fantastic to watch, but as he dipped, Kings 11 dipped to, they didn't have another bowler to go to. Ankit Rajput from time to time, Mohit Sharma from time to time, but they didn't have this big bowler. Ashwin played himself into a supporting bowler's role.
Yeah.
Akshar Patel missed matches in between. They
I don't
didn't
know
have
why
the
he did
bowlers.
that though, Ashwin.
I don't know.
There was just
That's how he read the situation, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, there was a lot of times where you felt really should be bowling right now, but
No, I just think at some point in time, right in the beginning, he looked like a man in charge. And somewhere when we came back after the break, they looked like their mentor was in one direction, the coach was in another direction, the captain was in another direction.
happened in the break.
fair point.
I think they looked a very, and see, Brad Hodge is a very smart cricketer, okay, but he's not a statesman. Like you still look at Stephen Fleming as a player, he's both a player and a statesman.
Fair point.
So if he says something, so he's a support to somebody, like, you know, he brings a certain moral character, something to that dressing room which CSK as a support to. Hodge will bring you a lot of tactics, a lot of sense of the games, but you need somebody else to stand up and say, this is my dressing room. I'm not sure Kings 11 know whose dressing room that is.
Could be.
Good point. And you've
There's
got to
something
know
else.
whose dressing room it is.
There's
When you
something
were with KKR, whose dressing room was
It
it?
was always Gautam's.
It's Gautam's dressing
It was Gautam's dressing room, there's no doubt, because when there was a situation in 2009, when you weren't sure whose dressing room it was, whether it's Brendan's or John Buchanan's, the result was disaster. You cannot have a divided dressing room.
Maybe that's the story with Kings 11. You never know whose dressing room it is.
Yeah.
Because it's been too many years that they've not made an impact.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have, it's not that their owners are also standoffish. You know, they also get
very
involved.
involved, hands on.
Yep.